Hey guys, good morning. It is a early morning for me. That's why I look so dead in the face. I tried to wake my face up with some makeup, but you can still hear it in my voice, you can still see it in my face, but we'll just have to deal with it. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, so grab your tea and let's chat. I have green tea because I always have green tea and it is decaffeinated, so I'm going to be grabbing a coffee before I go. I have work today. I work for my mom's business and there is an event today, so that's why I'm up so bright and early, but I also needed to film because I need to post tomorrow and I just have been so busy that I haven't been able to film. So I figured I have about 20 to 30 minutes to sit down right now and just crank it out, and then I can edit while I'm on lunch later. So yeah, it kind of works out. Today's gonna be a Q&A. If you guys didn't know, I just totally forgot to grab the questions from one location, so I just want to check to make sure there's no questions there. I don't think there are. No. Okay, so I screenshotted a bunch of questions. Like, there's a lot here. And there and there. So yeah, I didn't want you guys to get spoilers. That's why I did it so quick. So why don't we dive right in? Let's do a little bit of a warm-up question. Okay, who is my favorite YouTuber? So this is kind of hard because I always say to people I have categories of favorite YouTubers. I have all-time favorite, and person who I would die to meet is KK and Baby J. Karen and Kwa are literally I've watched them since they got the house when she was pregnant with Landon. I think right before that I started watching them, and they just make my heart so warm, and they're so inspiring, and just I love them. So if they're ever literally watching this, I don't know why they would be, but I love you guys and I really truly look up to you guys, even though I don't have the same type of channel and I don't have kids, or I'm not even over 18, and I'm not I don't have my own house, I don't have a lot of money, I don't, I'm not in the same situation as them, but I look up to you guys so much. So yeah, I'd say if I have to pick one all time over everything else, it's them. And then there's my favorite lifestyle, my favorite family vlogger, my favorite this, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard, but overall is KK and BJ. I just love them. And then I also really like Brittany Morrow, who just changed her name a few months ago from Brittany and Baby to Brittany Morrow. So Morrow, I don't know how to say it, even though she says it all the time, so I should know how to say it. I just get nervous if I say names wrong, but I also really like her. But yeah, all time is KK and Baby J. I have to say it. Also, I meant to mention, sorry about the background. This is the only place in the house that I thought would be even remotely cute to film, and I forgot about the boxes. They're from our Halloween decorations, so sorry. All right, why don't we get a little bit juicier to give you guys a teaser of what is going to be this video, because it's going to be a little deeper. So I keep seeing these questions too, is do I have a job? If not, what do you want to do right now? Are you working? If so, what kind of job do you have? So technically, I guess I'm not legally working. I'm not illegally working. I just am not on a payroll for my mom's business, because for a while I was too young and she would just kind of pay me in cash or whatever. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but it's fine. I very much agreed to it. I wanted to do it. I approached her first. I swear I approached her first. Now that I am 14, she could technically put me on her payroll. We're just trying to figure out what would be more beneficial with her taxes, if she wants to put me on her payroll or not. we don't really know yet. So technically I don't, by government standards, by by I guess everyone else's standards, I have a lot of jobs. I have my mom's business. I was going to say the name, but so I work for her business a lot. I do a lot of like everything. I completely run her TikTok. I used to run her Instagram, but then she ended up hiring someone to do that because I just did not have the time to do that. Like, you have to, you know, stay consistent and all those types of things, and I just did not have the time for that. And with TikTok, we're starting slow and hopefully gonna work our way up to being consistent. It's just right now, like, we only have 7 followers, so there's not really a huge point in staying consistent at the moment, even though that'll help us grow. I just don't have the time, and it's okay. Like, that, she's not really getting business from TikTok right now, so it's okay. And then I do packaging if she needs it. I do a lot of design work at the shop she's in. I do a lot of running that counter. I do like a manager position. I do like a PA position. I do like social media. So I kind of am like everything built into one, and we're trying to like expand upon that even more. I have a few ideas that I want to go over with her soon because I think they would really be beneficial for the business, for other people to just take over some of her jobs, because she needs to delegate and give up some of the ropes, to be honest. All right, so next one, do you babysit? Yes, I do. I love my kids. I always say that. Yeah, so there are family friends, very good family friends. They own the small business shop that I'm always talking about. There are neighbors. They're just, I love them. And the kids are awesome. They're 4 little boys. Yes, I babysit and I love them. Anyways, plans for the future, question mark. So that's kind of a broad question. That's kind of hard to answer because I have so many, but as of lately, they've been changing a little bit because of what I want to do for high school. So I'm not gonna like talk too much on that right now because I'm not like ready to share it, because nothing is set in stone, and I kind of want that to be set in stone before I talk too much about that. But overall, I want to go to business school for college and get a business degree, and then use that business degree and start a business, whether it's what I always planned it would be or it deviates from that. I don't know yet, but and then I want to get married young, have kids young, and travel, build a house, live in California. So yeah, there's like a overview of the plan. Not very detailed because of just things have been changing lately, and I'm not ready to talk about it, but I will soon once everything is confirmed. And as soon is kind of a relative term because it's kind of going to be like probably the end of the school year. Like when I'm the end of my 8th grade year going into my freshman year, I will probably fill you guys in on what I'm doing for high school. All right, how is therapy going for me? Okay, so very good. I really like my therapist. I don't think she's the perfect therapist for me. I think there's definitely some things we clash on a little bit, but that's okay. I think it's okay right now because she's a short-term therapist. She's like through my doctor. So she's a I'm tired. She's a she's a short-term therapist. Oh my God. And then my voice cracked. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Okay. She's a short-term therapist. Whoa. All right. So yeah, she's a short-term therapist, which basically means you do therapy with that person for like 6 to 10 weeks, and we're coming up on 10 weeks very soon. So yeah, meaning like 10 appointments. So we kind of switched to every other week now, which I think I'll be okay, even though the times that I have gone over a week without seeing her, I was not good. That was a while ago. So I think now that I have built my toolbox, as they say, and like all those types of things. And I've talked to her a lot and have been in therapy for more time. I think 2 weeks will be okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. Overall, I think it's 100% helping me. I would not be like where I am right now without therapy. I would be like a little ball of anxiety, like huge ball of anxiety actually. So it's definitely helping. I think there's just a few things about my specific therapist that don't completely like fit for me, but that's okay. All right, so I was gonna move on, but I want to say one more thing. So another thing about like therapy is it is so hard to get into therapist right now. So that's another thing we're struggling with right now, is trying to find a long-term therapist. Everyone we call is either full, doesn't answer the phone, or puts me on a list. So it's like, it's just so hard right now. And she can't be with me long-term because then she'll do that to patients. So it's like, it's really hard. And I genuinely think if I go a period of time without a therapist again, I will just go back to right where I was. And I really don't want to do that. Like if I thought it was bad before, imagine doing it a second time. No, thank you. All right. Okay. Next question, I do see a lot of questions. Okay. Have you had a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? Have you had your first kiss? Do you have a BF? Okay. First of all, no, I have not had my first kiss. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that whatsoever. A lot of my friends are, and I'm like, no, not yet. I think also like COVID plays a huge part in it. I'm like kind of grossed out by it, to be honest. So currently, no, but I'm not gonna get into the story quite yet. I will definitely do a story time on it. It's a whirlwind of a story, you guys, but I want to give it time and all of that kind of stuff. I did have a boyfriend for a little while, and then some things happened, and I ended up deciding that it wasn't right, and I did break up with him. But I will be definitely doing a story time in the future, just not right now. It's too new, and I don't want to, like, even though like we did break up, I don't have feelings for him. We're not friends. I still care about his like well-being, so I think like laughing and all that about it on social media isn't like the best route yet, like when it comes to the story. I mean, I think on TikTok I'll be making some jokes about it. Like I already have 2 videos filmed, so yeah. All right, anyways, let's move on. I don't want to get stuck on that question. I have had a boyfriend. I broke up with him. There you have it. I am definitely sharing that story in the future though. Okay. Organization videos coming soon, or a reno? Okay. So I don't right now have any organization videos filmed, but if you guys want them, I will for sure film one. I do love those. I just haven't really been organizing lately. The only thing I've organized lately is my desk and my dresser, but those were so like little projects. I just felt like it was like I was gonna film the desk, and then I filmed it and I was like, this is stupid. And then renovations. Okay, I have so many renovation videos that are filmed, but they're not done. Like my room, my bathroom, the kitchen. I think the kitchen one I'm just gonna like, oh well, like I'll do a part 2 because that's like not going to be done for so long. But my room and the bathroom, I think those will be sooner. I think the bathroom is also kind of in that like, this might be a few years until we do these bigger projects. So I think the kitchen one I'll probably have up to you guys by the end of like this academic school year. And then maybe the bathroom reno. Definitely not my bedroom though. That bedroom video is like gonna be maybe this summer, maybe. Sorry. I'm sorry. They just take so long, and then I have so much footage, and I have to editing takes forever. So it's a lot to make reno videos where that's not my full channel, because it's not the one thing I focus on, you know? All right. Would love to see an after school routine. Oh my gosh, of course. I would love to film one for you guys. I just need to make an after school routine for me. I really need to get better about it and make a time block for YouTube, because right now it does not have one. That's why I'm filming before I need to leave. All right. We need to like keep going, because this is I still have so many questions. All right. How are you doing physically with the anxiety and all that? Please give us an update. All right, so I kind of got into the mental health piece, but like mentally I'm doing okay right now. There are definitely roller coaster weeks and definitely ups and downs every day, but like overall, anxiety isn't a huge factor in my physical health. There are definitely things that I see reoccurring. Like sometimes I'm like, I just don't want to eat, or but it's not a huge deal that I'm getting super affected by it. I definitely am back to a somewhat normal eating habits. I've definitely changed my eating habits like just with age. So I think part of it was like I was going through like just that period of time where your eating habits just switch from being a kid to being a young adult. And so I wasn't eating like a child, and then also on top of that I wasn't eating at all from anxiety, so I just like lost 10 pounds. So it might not seem like that from a standpoint of you guys, but yeah, I was unhealthy. I was unhealthy before, I was unhealthy not eating. I am somewhat okay right now. There's definitely some days where I'm like, I should not have ate that. I need to eat better, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's just really hard. Also with like depression, seasonal depression, it gets really hard. And then exercise is super hard to like get back into. So I'm just trying everything I can to make it fun and want to get back into it. So physically I am más o menos, as they would say. I'm learning Spanish in school and I'm so bad at it. So anyways. Spill my tea on my white shirt. It should be fine. Okay. How's your mental health right now? I already touched on that, but it's on the up and up. Definitely roller coasters happen though. Friend drama. Just no question mark, just friend drama. Okay. There's definitely been way more than I hoped or anticipated going back to school. I mean, I knew it was inevitable, but I was like, ugh, like I just didn't want to. I hate drama, and then I just know that it ruins friendships, and I just don't want that to happen to us, meaning me and my friends. But I know that God has a plan, and I know that my friendships with my best friends right now are very strong, and I know that even if God's plan is to make us fight, then we need that for some reason. All right, I'm very gaudy and spiritual, so just so you know. That is like a new-ish thing. Really since like COVID started, I've been very like, just God is a plan. Like I just have felt this strong calling of like God is a plan, and I know that is his plan. I am not like a Christian or a Catholic by like any really means, because I don't follow those types of rules. I don't believe in like dressing a certain way for a religion. For me personally, I totally support it for other people. I just, for me personally, don't believe in it. I don't believe in like talking a certain way or doing certain things for a religion. For me personally, that is not like, I'm not putting down other people for that. I'm not trying to like be like offensive. I'm just saying for me personally, I don't believe in it for me. I totally understand it for other people or other types of religions, but for me personally, I just don't believe in having my religion tell me what to do. But I'm not trying to be offensive. Like, I'm really, really not. It's just for me as a personal, like how I interpret my religion is I'm accepted no matter what. So I'm going to follow the law. Like, I'm not going to kill someone, but I also am making these decisions with God in mind, is kind of the way I do it. And then I do go to church most Sundays, but I will say there are definitely things that church talks about that I personally don't agree with. But that's okay. Like, I mean, I'm not going to find the perfect church, you know what I mean? So yeah. And then spiritual, I am like extremely spiritual. I totally believe in like just spirits, and I totally believe that my great grandmother is totally watching over us and totally is here in some moments. Like, I definitely feel that. I definitely believe in like, you know, those types of like anything like horoscopes and zodiac signs. Like, I totally believe in that kind of stuff. Anyways, moving on. What are you dressing for Halloween? What are you dressing up as for Halloween? I don't know. We're like a week away from Halloween and I'm like still stumped. I don't know what to wear. I think I'm just gonna be Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy because that's what I've basically wanted to do this year. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Plans for high school. All right, so as I said, I will definitely be sharing with you guys at some point once everything is more set in stone. It's more of like a we'll see at the moment. So I will definitely fill you guys in though before freshman year starts. All right, how many kids do you want? Okay, I think it's supposed to say many. I want 8+. So people think I'm nuts, but I have always wanted a big family. I've always wanted to live in a big family. I've always wanted to have a big family. So that's I tell people that. I'm like, I'm straight up with you. I want a big family. And some people think I'm nuts. Some people think that's great. Some people are like, we'll see, and don't believe in me, which really, really pisses me off. When people are like, oh, you're just a kid. Okay. Goodbye. It really, really pisses me off, but it's okay. Yeah, so I've always said 8 or more. That's always been my thing. I used to say 12, and then I was like 8 or more, and now I'm like 12 sounds kind of nice, but we'll see. I think 8 or more. I think 8 will end up being like, I'll have 8, and I'm like, if something else happens, I'm open to it. And then I definitely am open to adoption and foster care. I would love to look into that after I have my own biological kids, just because I know it can get really complicated if you have like little kids. So yeah. Oh boy. All right, last 2 questions are, what happened to Marissa and what happened to the podcast that I had with Marissa? All right, so she's fine. Well, we are still best friends. You can still see her on the vlog channel sometimes. She just has decided to live a little bit more of a private life and doesn't want to be blasted on social media and doesn't want to be, you know, super, super present at the moment. That could totally change. That could not change. And I totally support her in that because that is 100% her decision. Not mine, not anyone else's. It's her decision. And I support that. I 100% support that. And even though like it hurt me to not be doing the podcast with her anymore, I can't force her to do that. I cannot. That would be a horrible friend. And we did end up making the decision in about May of last year, like May of it was still 2021, but like May of last academic year, to stop the podcast. We never really made a podcast about it or posted on our Instagram about it, mainly because in May I posted like, we're gonna be taking a well-needed and well-deserved break, blah, 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 and I just never came back. We just never came back. And now it's end of October and we still have no plans on that. I maybe one day will pick it up by myself or with another friend or with my brother or my mom or my dad or a cousin. I don't know. Maybe in the future, but not right now. I definitely do not have the space in my plate in my life for that right now, but maybe in the future. Maybe Marissa and I'll come back to it in the future. We don't know. But if you really, really want to see her, you can go to my vlog channel. There are sometimes vlogs that she'll be in, and we definitely don't vlog every time we hang out because I know that's not what she would want. All right, you guys, I am going to go ahead and end today's video right here because it is already long, and I know that there will just be more rambling if I keep the camera on. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye.